Long ago, in a quiet village of Umwakoko, there lived a poor widow called Momatachuku. Her husband died when her son was still very tender. Since that day, she struggled alone just to bring food to the table. She woke up very early every morning to go to the farm. After farming, she would gather firewood and later sell a butcher in the market. Everything she did was because of her only son, Tachuku. She loved him deeply and believed he would grow up and take care of her one day. But as the boy grew older, he became very stubborn and uncontrollable. If his mother sent him on an errand, he would refuse. If he mistakenly go, he would not come back till nighttime. If she tried to correct him, he would shout at her. Sometimes he would even walk out of the house in anger. As time went on, his behavior became worse. Every evening, when his mother sent him on a message, he would disappear. Nobody would see him again until early morning. The villagers started talking. They would say, "That boy will one day bring shame to his mother." But the widow kept begging him every night. "Tachuku, you are the only child I have, please listen to me." But he always ignored. 1 month later, something strange began to happen. The women in the village noticed that their abacha always reduced. Every evening, they would soak sliced cassava in water at the stream. But when they returned in the morning, part of it would be missing. At first, they thought it was animals. But it kept happening again and again. One of the women said, "No animal is this smart, someone in this village is stealing our food." So the women decided to hide near the stream one night. They stayed quietly behind the trees, waiting for whoever was stealing the cassava. Late at night, someone slowly came out from the darkness. He looked around carefully, and then started removing the soaked cassava from the water. The women watched closely. Then suddenly one of them shouted, "Catch him!" They rushed out immediately. And when they saw his face, they were shocked. It was Tachuku. The next morning, the women took him to the village square. They sent someone to call his mother. When Mama Tachuku arrived and saw her son standing there in shame, she broke down and started crying. She said, "After everything I suffered for you, this is what you chose to become, Tachuku." The whole village became silent. That was the day Tachuku finally cried. But the shame had already entered the heart of his mother. From that day, the villagers began to warn their children using his story. But Tachuku changed that day. Morals. A stubborn child does not only destroy himself, he also breaks the heart of the person who suffered the most for him. Please subscribe and comment for more.